Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas, and welcome to episode number 1 of a brand new mini-series I'm releasing right here on the Toy Box Nostalgia channel dedicated to Mattel's Turtles of Grayskull. That's right, my friends. With me today, I have a very special guest. Thanks to some random eBayer, we now have Donatello, brand new in the package to open and review and do some comparisons. I gotta say, I'm very happy that Mattel is doing this. This is two of my absolute favorite cartoons from the 1980s turned into action figures, just mashed together. I believe that's the idea of Turtles of Grayskull, but we will find out once we open this mini comic. But first I gotta say, if you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see content like this show up into your newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Truly helps out the channel. If at the end of this video you decide that you like the content of this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button, really helps me out. Drop a comment below letting me know what you think of Mattel's Turtles of Grayskull. Do you think this is a good idea? Is this something you're going to be collecting? Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I will catch you after this quick break. So this is it, my absolute favorite turtle, mashed up with Masters of the Universe. Two of my absolute favorite cartoons from the 1980s became an action figure thanks to Mattel. This is kind of a big deal for me, kind of a big day. I might wig out a little bit, but here we go. Let's just tear this open, my friends. First of all, let's take a look at the packaging. Look at that. It's pretty glossy here. We do see that the Turtles of Grayskull logo, like the font, is a little bit more gloss than the card on the back. Not sure if I could pick that up in the lighting there or not. Looks great. We have our absolute favorite Ninja Turtles name right here written in the Masters of the Universe font. Oh, let's take a look at that. It looks so great. So we have that awesome burst in the background, but not only, it's not red like it normally is, it's purple and green and looks super duper, like, I don't know, mysterious or creepy or cartoon. It just looks amazing to me. Up here we have He-Man in the form of, I'd say, the Origins line. You know, it's kind of cartoon style inspired, definitely, this little painting right here. And over here we have Leonardo. Gonna be excited to get Leonardo. He looks awesome. Moving down to the action figure, it is in that typical huge blister that we typically see with Masters of the Universe. We do have two stickers on the front here. That's actually, it looks like one big sticker. Yes, definitely one says Masters of the Universe X Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Very cool, and that's sitting on top of the blister card. I don't know if you can see that or not. On the bottom it says that both of the plastic pieces inside of here and on the outside are PET1, so it's fully recyclable. Let's flip over to the back. We see an amazing painting of Donatello versus Beastman. Like, that Beastman, doesn't he look like a samurai? Look at that thing. He looks awesome. We have Castle Grayskull in the background. We have like galaxies seen still. We have planets and stuff and loads of green and dark, mysterious, just everything. And then we have like this weird brick opening here that we're viewing through to see them battling. They look incredible to me. Okay, so here we have, I guess this is our action that the figure comes with, and that is just simply removing the shell. So I think the shell is actually used for a shield. I think there's actually a handle on the inside there. We do have our cross sail here from Wave 1. We get Donatello, everyone's favorite Ninja Turtle. Thankfully, in the first wave, we get Leonardo, Man-at-Arms, and He-Man. They all look incredible to me. These are just little paintings here. They're not toy photographs or anything. Still look absolutely amazing, and I'm super excited about this. Anyways, let's keep looking. We see Mattel down here, and this, as we see here, this is definitely going to be an international version. So unfortunately, I think the comic book might not have any words in it, unfortunately. But, oh, it just looks amazing. Look at that Mattel logo in the green and all that slime at the bottom. Oh, this just looks so great. I'm going to feel bad opening this, but we're going to have to do it anyway. Let's go ahead and tear this open. I'm going to slide out the comic book first, and then hopefully we could get the inside plastic tray out. There we go. Cool, that doesn't look too bad right now. Look at that burst. Without the comic in the way, look at that slime green, that nice warm green color. It's just so cool. Okay, calm down, Doug. It's gonna be okay. All right, so That's yeah, that's this. I feel like I'm dreaming right now. Like I truly just, the toys that have been coming out lately, are they made for me? Like, is somebody in my brain right now? Get out of my brain. Actually, stay in my brain because I like this stuff. Keep it coming. Okay, so here's how we're going to film this. Right, I'm going to put this package over here so we have it nice. Let's take a look at the comic book first. Oh, look, it's actual, like, really nice comic style artwork. And holy cow, this looks awesome. Oh, something coming out of here, the directions here. It's going to show us how to take apart the action figure in typical Origins style. Now, I don't know if this is actually part of the Origins line or if this is just a whole new line that Mattel is doing, but I really hope that they continue with it. Mattel, if you're listening or watching for some weird reason, please keep going with this because everyone wants this, I think. At least I want it. So maybe everyone that's my age, I don't know. Just keep going with it. All right, so here we go. Let's take a closer look at this comic. Look at that artwork. Fantastic. Unfortunately, I was right. We don't have any writing in here just because I think that's typical for international versions. I don't know where the person on eBay got these from. I'm just thankful that I have one. And I'll definitely be purchasing the US version too because I'm pretty sure this is my favorite toy line now of 2023. Now, you know me, I'm a huge fan of that Filmation Mattel stuff. The cartoon collection came out. But I think this has hit me a little more than that. Don't know how to describe it, but look at He-Man. Look at that. The penciling is fantastic. It looks like it's honestly, like, I don't know, it's straight out of a comic book, right? And even the coloring and the inking, look at that. It looks like his armor actually looks metallic. And the color choices. I'm a sucker for purple and green. I don't know, maybe it's a Halloween theme. I don't know. Alright, so here are directions, typical Origin style, and yeah, as you can see, it's the international version here. So we can remove the head, we can remove the arms, and we can remove the hands, and, you know, at the center of the body, and then at the boot. Typical, let's just go like this. This is going to be typical Origin style. So let's take a look at our action figure. We do have plastic bands in here, unfortunately, so give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm just going to cut them out. Okay, great. So we got him out of the packaging. Look at this action figure, right? Wow, this is crazy looking to me. I honestly never thought I'd live to see the day when this became a thing. This is crazy. Look at that. It looks like his helmet, unfortunately, is part of the sculpt. So that's going to stay on there. But anyways, let's start with details first, because I'm pretty sure the articulation is going to match exactly the Motu Origins style articulation. So if you've seen any of that stuff before, it's going to be pretty straightforward. So come on, let's focus. Okay, look at that. Really cool sculpt. I really like the details here. I'm going to be honest with you. This action figure would look absolutely fantastic with a wash. Like using a dark purple up here. Maybe a charcoal wash for the teeth, so you get the individual teeth showing up, and then dark purple on here, a black wash on the silver, a dark brown here on the inner shell, or I'm sorry, the front-facing shell portion, black on, like you get the picture. Like this, there's so much detail on this, it's truly bananas, and you can really make it pop with a good wash. But look at the paint application. So this thing is pretty much all matte finish. Yeah, pretty much the entire action figure. That's like a satin right there on the belt. Looks like we have some paint splashing here. Maybe that's why this was on eBay. It's a QA issue, not sure. But yeah, this is really awesome. The shell's raw plastic. The legs and everything are all raw plastic. But again, it's kind of like a soft matte finish here. Very nice. The armor is matte finish, but it's still shimmery. Like it's got that really cool car paint that we saw with the cartoon collection, where it's like kind of sparkly a little bit, but still not glossy. I love that. Okay, so we have like some fur here sticking out of either side of the armor. We have the shell on the back, and we have the strap here that is made of hard plastic. That's kind of odd choice there. I would have expected that to be a little bit rubber, but truly the material doesn't really matter. It's just kind of, it just seems odd to me. And then we have this band here around the arm. There's kind of like a rubbery material. It's definitely removable and not part of the sculpt. These are obviously removable. They're like super loose on my action figure. And let's see if I can't Get it to go up a little more onto the bicep. Yeah, be actual protection for this guy when he's fighting, right? He has some sort of, some sort of gun or something that shoots something out of here, you know? He could, like, maybe, because of the articulation, probably bend the wrist down and shoot it, you know, kind of like Spider-Man, right? All right, very cool. And yeah, so details, I'm going to be honest with you, this is fantastic. I love how they integrated the Ninja Turtle shells with a lot of the stuff that's on here. It's just like this, that's like straight up from the Turtle van, like top of the party wagon, right? The bandana is like a really nice soft rubber. It's very cool. But yeah, honestly, details, 100%. I love it. The eyes being white. We all know what white eyes means when it comes to turtles, right? Dude's about to battle. Look at that. It looks amazing. It just looks fantastic. Plus, it gives it like that. Oh, man, that was something Playmates really hit with me as a kid. The white eyes just made them seem like they were kicking someone's ass. Like they were going to kick someone's ass. I loved Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. Articulation time. Again, this is just going to be typical Origins style stuff. Yep, we got the Origin style ball joint there, as you see there. Just comes right off, and you can see the bandana going up inside there as a separate piece. Obviously, it's separate materials, probably a much softer vinyl. Snapping it back on, let's go to the arms. As we see here, it's a peg because it comes off. Yeah, there we go. Just took a second to get it off. Now I could probably slide this up better on here. All of these armor pieces sit on this action figure really loose. Like, again, maybe the reason why these were on eBay is because they were a QC issue, but I'm not 100% certain. As you see here, the peg is facing downwards, like towards the pelvis. Inside here, typical Origin style. We have a typical Origin style peg. Snap that on there, and then at the elbow, we have a swivel, and we have a hinge. Probably a peg and a hinge, and then the hand obviously is going to be a peg because it's removable, and it does have a working hinge on it, not a fake hinge. Right, so down at the waist, we do have a swivel. We don't have any type of ab crunch, obviously. This is a turtle, so that totally makes sense. And then, yeah, look at that. So a swivel, and then comes apart. Typical Origin style peg right there. Very cool. The legs, as you see there, pegs. The head doesn't go down too far to look down just because of the armor, obviously. And looking up, this seems like the bandana is what's causing him to not look up very far. But you could probably see, nah, it's gonna come apart. It's gonna be hard to get him in a pose in which he could see what he's actually kicking, just because of the articulation of the head and all the stuff that's around the head. Super bulky, right? That's all. It's just bulk. We go down to the knee, and we do have a swivel at the knee, thankfully, and we have a hinge. And then at the boot, obviously, I'm just going to slide this up. We are going to pull this off and show you that that is the typical Origins peg, right? And that's something I just noticed just now on the boot. I guess it's like a boot. It's part of a boot, you know, because boot doesn't go down to the foot, obviously. Why is this thing having such a hard time focusing today? Hello? Okay, yeah, so the boot doesn't go all the way down to the foot, but it still has this portion right here, and we do have purple paint as the straps that go around the boot, giving it just another added extra amazing touch, right? All of this armor stuff is super loose on mine. Let me see if I could pull onto another buckle here on this. Maybe it's just not fully buckled. There we go. Yeah, see, that looks better. So typical Ninja Turtles, you know, they had like the elbow pads and the knee pads and stuff. Donatello does not have that from Mattel. Here, the Turtles of Grayskull version. That's okay, but, you know, he's donning a boatload of really cool looking armor. Even the bracers, look how nice those bracers look. Finally, flipping over to the back, let's pull this off. As you can see here, this piece, look at that. It's like the Cartoon Collection style connector. Very cool. Could be an Origin style connector. The only Origins figure that I actually have, as you saw previously, was Buzz Off. And I didn't see this type of connector on here. So, as you see there, it just comes off. And look at that. We have an imprint right here of the shell, which is cool. Because think about it, you know, if you lay on something like this, it's going to imprint into your skin. So that's cool. You take this off, and he's got probably a permanent imprint since it's part of his body. Very cool, and that connected so much easier than my Skeletor. Anyways, as we talked about before, this is a shield. See that little handle right there? Awesome. So let's go ahead and put that into this turtle hand. This turtle hand reminds me a lot of the original Playmates turtle hands, like the original Playmates toys. Yes, this is awesome. Look how big this action figure is too. Let's see how tall this is. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be measuring with today, and we see that this is let's say a 6 1/18 of an inch, 6 inches and an 1/18. So that's pretty tall for an action figure. That's really cool. I love this. All right, so this accessory right here is going to be, I guess, his staff, but as you see here, it's like very much inspired by Man-at-Arms, you know, his club that he comes with, which is really cool. I like that. I really like that style, and it's kind of like a satin finish. It's not fully gloss, and it's not fully matte. Again, it's like, oh man, this just looks amazing. It's got, again, you know, the turtle theme at the top, the imprint of the shell. This part right here, as we saw from the original photographs of this, whenever it was revealed, this does snap together with another piece that I believe comes with Man-at-Arms. Very cool. I love this so much. So this is like the Man-at-Arms Donatello crossover. The Man-at-Arms helmet, I think, looks fantastic. The Man-at-Arms armor right here that, you know, is very typical of Man-at-Arms, like being purple, just looks fantastic to me with the silver, everything being satin and really nice. Just, it's a really nice touch. I love this. Okay, so for comparison, we have Donatello next to a few other Donatellos. We have, starting from the far left, we have the Dark Donatello from NECA. Then we have our Turtles of Grayskull Donatello. Then we have our Super 7 Donatello. And then we have the NECA plain cartoon style promotion colorway Donatello. And that's it. So for one final comparison, this is the closest I have to the original. This is a re-release of the classic Donatello from Playmates. And then we also have the Turtles of Grayskull Donatello. Then we have the Quantum Mechanics little Donatello statue. And then we have the only product that NECA ever made with Donatello that was actually any good. Here it is, my friends. Here it is. 2023 has been Christmas, like pretty much every day for toy collectors of Masters of the Universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, truly. I feel like the only company that truly failed us this year was NECA, and I can't stand that company anyway. But think about this. We have Mattel creating a crossover action figure. Mattel does a really good job with detail, and I love everything from Mattel, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Masters of the Universe mashed together. This is a Man-at-Arms Donatello. Like, oh man, I'm telling you, toy manufacturers are in my brain. They have to be. Like, what is this? Why do I deserve this? Like, am I dreaming? I still don't know. Whatever. Why don't you let me know in the comments what you think of this action figure and tell me whether or not I'm actually dreaming. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia and you love this stuff as much as I do, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Truly helps out the channel. And if you like the content of this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. That would make me feel really good. Thank you so much for sticking to the end, my friends. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week. And remember, collect and shoot.